a 4-lane road, and by the time I crossed the middle lane, somebody drove straight through me.
A repeat offender drunk driver driving with his lights off suddenly lost control of his steering wheel of his car, went against the flow of traffic, and crashed right into my body.
One of my favorite line dances, the song came on, the Cupid Shuffle. So I decided that I was going to just stay on the floor and do the Cupid Shuffle. While I was on the floor, I felt a pop in the back of my neck. And then immediately my face started to feel numb. My legs started to feel a little weak. They were able to determine through a CAT scan that I had cerebral fluid and also bleeding of the brain.
With us knowing that every single year there are 12 to 15,000 more people in New Jersey alone who sustain a brain injury, we know that there are people out there that can benefit from our services.
Hello, Brain Injury Alliance of New Jersey. This is Stacy. Thank you for calling the helpline.
They're trained, they're professionals, they can be the listening ear, they can empathize with you, and they can also point you in the right direction of where you need to go. When I look at the work that is done there, the impact that they have on so many different people with so many different ages, it's phenomenal.
It is heartbreaking when a child sustains a brain injury. It is heartbreaking when an adult sustains a brain injury. But as they get older, many of the public resources that are out there start to diminish. And that becomes that much more challenging and that much more lonely for a person who gets older. We do not only have resources for children and for the benefit of children, but we have resources for the benefit of people at all ages, including seniors.
They have Camp Trek, giving the campers an opportunity to spend time away from home and be able to swim and be able to have talent shows and just to do things that we take for granted. And then you have Adopt a Family. And not all families have the means to have a fantastic Christmas or a holiday, but the Brain Injury Alliance does that as well.
Our support groups are made up primarily of people who are living with brain injury, and they get to open up and share with each other as to what it's like to live with a brain injury, what tools each other have been using to make their life living with a brain injury that much easier.
There was that point. For the first time in my life, I felt so hopeless that I didn't know what to do. My cognitive rehabilitation therapist suggested that I go to a brain injury support group. I didn't know what that was, but I went to that group and it gave me motivation to keep going, and it made me hopeful once again.
One thing that I say to anyone that I speak with is that person that you were before the injury, you're not necessarily going to be that person. So you can't latch on to what was, you just got to move forward.